What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So, a lot of interesting things are happening in the market. And when I look at the overall market, I want to say altcoin season has come and gone, or altcoin season is right around the corner and all that other stuff. But honestly, we don't really know with everything that's going on in government, that's going on in the world today, that's happening with Bitcoin's dominance versus altcoin dominance. There's just a lot of stuff. But what I want to focus on in this video is one position that's dropping more than the rest. While everything else is kind of crashing and you see, 3, 4, 5%, for the last few days, we've been seeing double digit percent for Cardano. ADA has been in my portfolio for the longest time, and I've utilized it. I've sold some. I've held a lot more. I've bought more. I have some in my forever balance, and things are going on with it that maybe people need a little bit of an explanation for. So I'm going to go through and tell you what's going on with it, as well as what my opinion is and what I'm deciding to do as a long-term Cardano holder. So before we get started in this, make sure you guys hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, if you guys could check out any of the links that are down below, it does help out the channel, especially the link for today's video sponsor, which is iTrustCapital. If you have been holding ADA or XRP or BTC for a long time, you can utilize iTrustCapital in the best way possible. If you've made money from cryptocurrency, this is the best way that you can go about doing that. So iTrustCapital offers something that no exchange is really offering you, which is an IRA opportunity. If you don't know what an IRA is, it allows you to defer taxes or completely, eliminate taxes overall. A traditional IRA will allow you to defer it, while a Roth IRA will allow you to eliminate overall taxes. So let's say you did make $50,000 in Bitcoin, you would pay $7,000, $8,000 worth of capital gains tax at a 15% rate. And if it's more, right, short term, then you end up paying more from it. However, Roth IRA, you don't have to pay those taxes because it is sitting in a retirement account, which is a bigger deal than what you can have. And a lot of people focus on this for the stock market, crypto market. We don't really have that option. So feel free to check it out. The link for iTrustCapital will be down below in the description, as well as in the comment section. But they're offering you a lot, plus a $100 funding bonus if you do qualify, if your account qualifies. So check it out. Link at the top of the description, also in the chat. But let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of this video. We're talking about Cardano. Cardano is sitting at a 16-cent price, which is something that I didn't think that we would really say, because back when Cardano was at 40 cents, I was like, this is a steal at 40 cents. It's a steal at 35 cents, because it has so much more opportunity, so much more growth potential. And many people believe the same way, right? That this has so much potential to grow and be worth a lot more than where it stands here today. It's currently at a $5.85 billion market cap. It is down by 15% over the last day, and $1.1 billion in volume. So we're seeing a lot of negative volume over this last 24 hours. Again, over the last 24 hours, just like the market cap, the overall price is down by 15%, almost 16%. 16 cents per coin, or 16 cents per coin right now. This is crazy to say that we are at this level. It was recently, in the last 24 hours, at 19 cents. Sorry, my allergies are really bothering me. It was at 19%, and now it's sitting at 16%. Volume to market cap ratio, we're looking at about 18 or 19%, with a circulating supply of 36 billion coins, or 45 billion coins in total supply. If we look at how it has performed over the last month, it's down by 40%. Over the last year, it's down by 76%. So this has fallen quite a bit. And many people are wondering, like, what's going on? Like, what's happening here? If you're an ADA maxi, if you're a Cardano maxi, you believe you understand the reasons as to why this is happening and the speculation. But as a Cardano holder, a regular holder like myself that doesn't really dive into a lot of the detail every single day, you have to go in there and try and find what's going on. So ADA is at a 5-year low, plunging to below 20 cents as the ecosystem battles several severe market pressures. Um, Leadership stepping back, and the loss of major infrastructure. So, founder steps back. Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano, announced he is stepping back from the public videos and social media, citing relentless toxicity and hostile backlash on X. He stepped away from the spotlight to focus entirely on building while ignoring the price speculation. I think this isn't necessarily a bad thing, but people may look at it as something really bad because they're like, he's stepping back, but in reality he's just tired of all of the people that are like, hey, this price needs to run, why aren't you doing anything, we need to do more, all this other stuff. And he's like, I want to focus on building, I want to focus on making sure this is the best chain possible, not necessarily, hey, what's the price going to be tomorrow. Who really cares about that? As the founder of Cardano, why would you care about, hey, this is where the price is going, or let me give you price, speculation and all that stuff. So I totally understand where he's coming from. It just reads as something a lot worse than what it is. Infrastructure collapse. The Cardano ecosystem suffered a major blow when Tap Tools, the network's primary analytics and infrastructure platform, announced it would be winding down operations. Internal co-founder departs, and rising infrastructure costs made operating the service unsustainable. That could be something that is detrimental to, honestly, just Cardano as a whole, the community, the infrastructure, and you can see that. Cardano's flagship 2026 summit, originally planned for Singapore, was canceled because the community voted against approving the treasury funds needed to finance the event. This reflects wider internal tensions regarding community treasury budgets and direction. And this is where you look at it and you go, community meets central, connection, right? I don't know how else to put that, but if you have something that's decentralized or something that's centralized, right? It's not fully decentralized if you have somebody that's behind it that really can make those final decisions. Yes, you have the community that votes against it, but you can't really join or be a part of what you want to be a part of and do the things that you want to do as the leadership group or executives. The people that are leading the way, they can't lead the way without the votes or without the community being behind them. So you have a separation from the internal group, the decision makers that kind of put the decisions in front of your face, versus the people that are voting on what those decisions are to ultimately say yay or nay. It's like if you are a CEO and you have a board, right? And you want to do something that you know would improve, but the board doesn't necessarily know or understand your vision, and they decide to go an opposite route just to make sure that they adhere to budgets or costs or whatever. It's a little bit of a problem. It's a little bit of a miscommunication. And that could be something that really is detrimental as well to the success, because it takes away the thought that the community controls anything, right? We have the decisions that we put in front of your face. You decide yay or nay on those decisions. The community decides that they're like, hey, what are we doing? Are we doing anything? And then you end up communicating to them and they say, look, we put things out here, you voted against it, so nothing happened. Like that type of stuff. But when it comes to ADA's price, I don't necessarily see a problem. I see opportunity. There is a lot of people that have this on their watch list, that believe in this, that see this as a huge opportunity for growth, that have seen it in the past, that look at the price speculation, look at the price history, and they're like, this has a lot of growth potential. Where it stands at 15 or 16 cents, with the level that it can get to, up to not only $1, but $2, $3, $4, $5. Some people are even saying that this can get to a $200 price point. Now, I'm not one of those people. I'm not highly into Cardano as much, but I definitely see the potential to grow to multiple tens or even hundreds of billions of dollars worth of a market cap. So where we stand, even if all of these things are happening, you have to look at it as this is opportunity, right? 16-cent price point. If you see it lower, great. You can average down into it. But where it currently is, having it at 16 cents, it's a no-brainer. It's a buy for me for sure. Even with any type of issues, unless they come out and say we are insanely diluting the supply, which they are not going to do because the max supply is 45 billion. You're currently sitting with 36 billion, so you're not going to majorly dilute anything. Unless they come out and say that more coins are being added, that's the only way that I would look at this as not a buy, not a hold. That's why I still hold 8,000 Cardano in my possession. Yes, I have an average of 33 cents, and if I had more money, I would probably add more to the situation because I can get tens of thousands of Cardano, and we're looking at dollars that it gets to, like $2, $3, $4, $5, and so on and so forth. And I can't wait to see that. But all of the speculation and all of the things that are happening do get you a little bit worried on the back end. It's like it seems like it's all collapsing, but it's not. It's just every project, every coin, every investment goes through bad times. This may be those bad times, seemingly, but then once it starts running, all is forgotten in a way. And it's not like Charles Hoskinson decided to completely step down and step away from Cardano overall. He's stepping away from the social media side, which is the most toxic side you can have. It's coming from me, which I know. I literally live in these areas, in YouTube and on X. And all I see is people arguing back and forth. No, I'm right. No, I'm right. You should be selling all your coins just because you're on the internet. It's ridiculous what people say, and I can understand why he did that. But anyways, I want to know what you guys think about Cardano and where it stands. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out my links down below for iTrustCapital, as well as checking out my link for BTCC. If you use my link, you'll get a 10% deposit bonus. Extra bonuses up to $10,055. You can enjoy up to 40% lower trading fees, as well as being able to trade up to a 250x leverage. While also doing this with no KYC, no VPN that's required. I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.